Hello guys, in today's tutorial, we're going to talk about VibeVoice. So it is a open source frontier voice AI from Microsoft. And you can see here, there's only 15 commits, but it got 17k stars. So the community loved this project. And what is VibeVoice? So it is a real-time text-to-speech model that supports streaming text input and robust long-form speech generation. If you look at their Hugging Face repo, so in this release, it has 4 key features. So the first one is parameter size is only 0.5b, and it's a very small model. It is real-time TTS, and also it supports streaming text input and robust long-form speech generation. So you can also see the technical report in here. Project page is in here, which we saw earlier. It supports Collab, which is the notebook. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit in this video. So if you look at the demo section, they also provided a video for that. So this is how it looks like. So for the real-time TTS. So let's play it to see how this works.
Welcome back to The Quiet Shift, a podcast where we talk about slowing down, tuning in, and finding meaning in the everyday. I'm your host, Jamie, and today we're talking about something that most people try to avoid at all costs: boredom. Yep. That strange, restless feeling you get when there's nothing to do. Most of us treat boredom like a problem, something to be fixed immediately. Stuck in traffic? Check your phone.
So you can see that the quality is very good, and it is streaming input, so it also got real-time TTS. So we're going to talk about how to set this up for free later in this video. But first, let's look at the report. So in this paper, so it talks about the VibeVoice, what it is and how it works. So if you look at the section, you can see there's context for expression. So this is another sample, and you can see also there are other different sections, shows different samples. For example, there is section says the podcast with background music. So there is section says cross-lingual, so it supports different language in the same context. So let's play first one to see if this is good. So let's play the first one, context word expression.
I waited for 2 hours. 2 hours! Not a single call, not a text. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that was, just sitting there alone?
Look, I know, I'm sorry, all right? Work was a complete nightmare. My boss dropped a critical deadline on me at the last minute. I didn't even have a second to breathe, let alone check my phone.
You can see this is so good. The quality is outstanding. And let's try another one, which is the podcast with background music.
And today, we're diving into one of the most anticipated and frankly, most chaotic tech launches of the year, OpenAI's GPT-5. The hype was immense, the teasers and leaks building for weeks. On August 7th, it finally dropped, promising a new era of artificial intelligence.
So this is good as well. So let's try another one, which is the cross-lingual. So the second one would be English to Mandarin. So let's try that.
Podcast channel. Today we're going to teach you some very basic but useful expressions in English.
嗨，大家好，我是 Thomas。今天我将和大家分享一些非常有趣又地道的英语用法。
在汉语中，我们形容一件事情非常简单，会说小菜一碟。在英语里有一个完全对应的地道表达，叫做 a piece of cake。比如我们要说3位数的加减法对我来说小菜一碟，就可以很地道的说 Adding and subtracting 3-digit numbers is a piece of cake for me.
So good. So this is very good. And with that being said, let's continue. So if you look at the Hugging Face space, they do provide a sample demo, so you can try it out. So it's in the AnyCoders app. So you just paste in the text you want to convert. So for example, this is a default text. VibeVoice is a novel framework designed for generating expressive long-form multi-speaker conversational audio So you can click the generate speech, and then so you get the speech right here.
VibeVoice is a novel framework designed for generating expressive, long-form, multi-speaker conversational audio.
You can see this is very good. And so to set up the demo we saw earlier, which is this one, so just open the Kaggle notebook. So you can have to copy the example from here, which is from the demo. So in the demo section, in the GitHub repo, you can see there are some of the samples which include the notebook, so which is the VibeVoice real-time collab. So because it's a collab, so you have to make some changes. Download this notebook and import it to Kaggle. So take the first section, which is the setup environment, just copy and paste that notebook to here. So also change the path from the content to Kaggle working. So collab uses /content, but Kaggle uses Kaggle working. So replace every word that uses content to /Kaggle working. So that should be only change for the first section, setup environment. So after you run this environment, you should be able to see the status like this. And then after that, make sure you do a Hugging Face login. So you'll be able to log in to download the model. And after that, you have to install ngrok because the demo uses the Cloudflare. So somehow it didn't work in the Kaggle notebook. So just use ngrok as usual. We demoed in this channel. And after that, point the port to 8000, which is the port that the VibeVoice uses. So, and then just run the VibeVoice real-time demo and use the model, which is the model /VibeVoice real-time 0.5b, and then use port 8000. Then it should be ready to go. So after everything set up, you should be able to see interface like this, and then paste the text in here, and then click start. You should be able to generate this streaming input. So like we saw earlier in this video. So that being said, this is how you set up the VibeVoice on Kaggle. So, and hopefully this is helpful. And if you do like this video, please subscribe, like, or comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.